Hey, okay. It is 2 p.m. It is August 6th, Wednesday. I was about to go to Disneyland, and I'm still going. Starving, and I haven't eaten since like 6 p.m. last night. And I was going to go to Red Rose Tavern to get a Tavern cold brew. And then I was going to go to Toontown to first see if they can embroider my Starbucks pumpkin tote. And then secondly, while I'm waiting for that, go on Mickey's Runaway Railroad. And then go to, what's it called? Star Wars Land? Galaxy's Edge. And if I'm not full from drinking a cold brew, I would get the store-bought noodles like I did last time, and then go wait in line for Rise of the Resistance. And that means I won't be eating until like maybe 5. Instead, I saw a notification on my phone for the McDonald's app, which I know we hate McDonald's, but I drink their iced coffee is so good, and I eat their food very little. I stopped eating their chicken nuggets after I saw that picture of the pink goop. I think I didn't eat McDonald's for like 10 years, not even their coffee. Like, I didn't eat or drink McDonald's. But the notification on my phone said, the Dodgers won 6 points. If you make a minimum order of $2, you get 6-piece chicken nuggets for free. And I was like, well, I was gonna get a coffee and a food. Why not just do that? The coffee was $3 something. I get 6-piece nuggets. It's basically $2 per item. Like, that's amazing. Versus, you know, an $7, $8, or $9 cold brew, and then the store-bought noodles almost $20. I saved $25 by doing this, but I might still get a Tavern cold brew to cross it off my list. And then the Halloween stuff is starting soon. My family and I are intending to go to Downtown Disney tomorrow, but I do want to check out some of the shops inside the parks today. There's another tote that they came out with, this orange corduroy, and has Winnie the Pooh on it. I love Winnie the Pooh. I love orange. And then the reusable shopping bag, that's cute too, so I might get that. But other than that, I just want to go on those 2 rides today and maybe like walk around a little bit. It is now 3 o'clock on the dot. I spent the hour of 2 p.m. Eating McDonald's and driving. And then driving. I waited until I was done eating, but I did spend the whole drive sipping. It was like a 35-minute drive, which is good because it's been like going between 40 and an hour recently. And I got here at 3, so I'm just gonna do Mickey's. I'm gonna go get my bag embroidered first, see if they're taking anything. And then do Mickey's, and then do Rise, and then see how long the embroidery is, and maybe go on some Fantasyland rides. I brought a book today. I spent my drive calling my city. I called the city hall, I called the sheriff's department, and I called the school district. I have noticed a lot of e-bikes. I'm not being a Karen about this. I'm worried, okay? I've been seeing a lot of e-bikes recently, and like these kids are like they're driving them on the road, in the middle of the road, like they're motorcycles. The other day, our family, we were driving, and this bike, they like pulled over off to the side, and we passed them, and I looked behind me, and they're back in the middle of the road right behind our car, and they're doing a wheelie, and that's so dangerous. And like, you just know these kids are under 18, at least under 21. They probably don't have a driver's license, and they probably don't know like the rules of the roads. And at least that kid was wearing a helmet, but I've been seeing a lot of them recently, and some of them aren't wearing helmets, and they're just like driving, not recklessly, but like they're swerving. And like, if you were in a motorcycle and you had an M1 license, you would get pulled over and something would happen to your license. You get a ding on it. And like, these kids don't have licenses. They're probably under 18, definitely under 21. And like, I was calling the city. I was like, do you guys like have like a message going out to the parents and the kids at the school to like teach them road rules and safety and stuff? Because like, it's so dangerous. And I saw like a meetup the other day. There was, 10 to 15 of them just on the road, like in one lane, kind of like when you see a motorcycle meetup and everyone's driving together. It's so dangerous. And I was just like calling City Hall to be like, hey, what do you guys have to like for the safety of the children? I'm really concerned about it. And they're just like, City Hall was like, one, contact the sheriff's department. Two, I'll look more into it. I definitely think they should like put something in place of like teaching children safety. The sheriff's department said, one, submit something online, which I was like, can I not submit it over the phone? They're like, nah. Two, they do have officers that go into schools and give assemblies and stuff, and I'm like, oh great. And I was like, can't you guys like also, I was telling the city hall, I was like, you guys should definitely send like an email, because I know they do emails now instead of making kids bring home papers, to parents of like, here's some road safeties, if your kids has one of these, here's how you be safe and careful. And I called the school district, and the first lady who picked up was like, huh, what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, let me forward you to the executive assistant of the blah blah blah. I was like, great. They said like executive assistant to the blah 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 of the assistant or something like that, and I thought that was hilarious. And then I got a voicemail, so I left a voicemail. Yeah, so that's what I spent my drive doing. But I'm here, let's go on some rides. Actually, before I head out, I wanted to tell you the book that I'm reading today. It is The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill, and I read the blurb on the back. I think it's easier if you just go online and look for it. I bought this because it was pretty, like, when it came out in 2023. I bought this from the bookstore, not online. I don't really order books online that much. I just, when I go to the store, I get one. It's talking about how back in the past, I don't know when this is set. I think it's a long, long time ago. People used to believe in magic and fairies and stuff, where, like, you would leave little trinkets and gifts for fairies, and then, like, the stuff that you wish for will come true depending on, you know, the severity of your gifts for the fairies. And like how it's died down, and then but this one family or whatever, they still do it, and then one of them has a bad husband and they're trying to, I don't know, get rid of him or something, I don't know. And it says the price for true freedom may be more than they're willing to pay, dun dun dun. So we'll see what it's about. I like it because it's shiny. And it's like, it really calls out to you because it's black, and then it's got the shiny and the flowers and that stuff around. And it says fairy. Who doesn't love fairies? Okay. Oh my gosh. 70 pockets. There's one zipper pocket on that side, and that's it. It's printed. The ball is embroidered. The other side is blank. That one's dirty.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hey, picking me up. We're here with me. What could possibly go wrong? Hope you had a relaxing time, and thanks for riding around the park with me.
Hello. So after doing railroad, I went to Roger Rabbit's, and it was only 30 minutes, but it broke down after 20 minutes, and I was like the second group to go in, like the second group in line, and the first group left, and then we were stuck for 20 minutes. Well, everyone else in line was stuck for 20 minutes, but once the ride kicked back up, I was first in line. That was a great ride. My hands feel really dirty, and I have to pee now. I feel like I was in line for, looking at the clock, I think I was in line for 50 minutes. But time-wise, if you count the time, it should have been only 40, but who knows. Oh, I love the castle. So the queue for Small World was 30 minutes, And the ride is 15 minutes, which means I saw the little guys come out 3 times, but I always missed it because I was like at the wrong angle and I only saw the clock moving. And then I did Pinocchio just now, which is like a 12-minute wait, which is amazing. I think I'm gonna get a Red Rose Tavern cold brew and then go home. It's already like, the sun's going down, and Rise of the Resistance is an hour and a half right now, and I don't feel like doing that today. So I think our day is done, but it's been great. Okay, oh, my table is moving. It's 7 p.m. now. I taste the cinnamon and like the super fake vanilla, whatever they put in there. I am debating whether to wait 20 minutes for Snow White, which I can keep reading my book. The second sister still hasn't gotten married yet, and it's like the wedding pre-lunch. So like, I should probably keep reading. Or should I go to Pooh's Corner to look for this orange bag that I saw online? And the other dilemma is there are 2 directions to go to Pooh's Corner. One is to cut through Star Wars Land and then come out of Hungry Bear and then go to Pooh's Corner. The other one is go all the way around to the castle and then cut through Frontierland or whatever and pass by the French Quarter and stuff, and then go to Pooh's Corner. Now, I don't know which one is shorter, but I feel like it's a lot of walking either way. I don't feel like... Oh! Hi! I don't feel like I've been in that shop in a very long time, but that's not a Droid Depot. It's like around the corner. Over here somewhere. Not here. Oh, wait. Okay, let us look at... There's Droid Depot. Remember when there used to be a Rides Makers at Downtown Disney? Now it's a brewery. Has anyone been up there recently? I don't feel like doing it right now, but it's actually really fun and I highly recommend it. It's very whimsical and lovely. So I've been walking around for the last 40 minutes. I went all the way to Pooh's Corner and they did not have the bag. They have never seen the bag. And I went back to Main Street and they said that there's only one somewhere in the park available for sale. And they're like, that's impossible to find. I need to dye my hair. I forgot to mention the Small World, they added a new verse. They call it the last verse or something. Written by the Sherman Brothers and recently added for the 70th anniversary. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, it's very obviously like added / edited in, because it was something about like Mother Earth and humankind. The music kind of sounded different and more like standouty, and then also there's adult voices that start singing and you're like, oh, that's different, because the rest of it were all like children voices. So, you know, if you want to hear the last verse, check it out or just go online and see. Disney posted a video of them recording it and I thought that was like really cool. I want to talk about the book. Again, it is Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. It is about fairy bargaining, which I didn't know was a thing. I did some research, a tiny bit. I did like 2 searches while I was reading, and apparently it's like a book genre where like you give fairies a token and they give you like they make something happen for you, and then like it's a whole genre where like you give them something and you get like a hot fairy guy to like date you or something. I don't know. I didn't click on any of the links, but that's what popped up when I typed in Fairy Bargains books. So what's happening so far is the prologue says this guy walked into the woods, saw a pretty fairy person, gave her his red scarf bandana thingy, and then he asked for 50 acres of land and she gave it to him. And then in the Now Times, chapter 1 or 2 or whatever, there's 2 sisters. The first sister, her name starts with an A. Her name is Elaine, with an A. Elaine, but with an A. And then her sister is Delphine. That's It's such a pretty name. Elaine's already married, and her sister Delphine's getting married like in the next chapter. And they keep talking about like, oh, we do bargainings with like silk ribbons and like silver coins and stuff like that. And then it kept alluding to like the back of the book said like something bad's gonna happen with her husband, and I keep thinking like, is this practical magic but fairies? You know, like the movie with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. I don't know. I'm only like 30 pages in. The words are so small. But time to go home. It's almost 8. I may or may not add clips of tomorrow where I'm visiting here downtown Disney with my nephews. Obviously not gonna include them, but if I do, that will be that. If I don't, that's the end of the video. Oh, I'm gonna start numbering my videos so I can count how many times I've gone into Disneyland since getting my new pass. So that will be fun. Okay, bye. I found the bag and I love it, but it smells disgusting. It's really big though. It's bigger than my black one.